But if there was one word each of you could use to kind of tease something.
So, Gartsky, good morning. Uh-oh.
Hey, maybe it's working now.
There we go. It's a Friday.
Hello, everyone. It's so lovely to see so many people here. Yes, I am Laura. I am the lead designer for Minecraft Dungeons.
How about you, JP?
Yeah, I'm the UX designer and developer.
We, like everything, we make mistakes and we have shortcomings in the way we approach things because it is very different to develop something while you're like 30 people, working from home and trying things out, versus having thousands of people out there trying the game and smashing it and, entering in different times of the day and doing different things. So we try to pay close attention also to what all of you listening here say and what everyone's thoughts are and which things you don't understand or which things are too complicated or too difficult. And, we're going to try to keep on making it better as we go with other seasons also.
For someone that sees it totally for the first time, has no clue about the actual game rules or anything, and can make up completely different assumptions from seeing a user interface than maybe was intended or something like that. And that's always interesting to see. But I felt like I didn't see a lot of super totally like misinterpretations or something. It felt like it was pretty straightforward, but there were a lot of fun discussions we had in the beginning. I don't know if I should bring it up. But I was thinking about the tower avatar.
Right.
Like as a player, I think most players actually they play with one hero, especially with cloud save. You move your hero around, but the game itself supports having multiple heroes. So like technically you can have multiple heroes, and the way we were designing the tower is that hero you use in the tower is not your regular hero, and it's just one. So it doesn't matter which hero you picked in the hero selection when you start the game. When you go to the tower, you're gonna continue from where you left off in the tower. So how do you communicate this? Like how do you make it obvious that you're gonna continue the tower always from the same place, regardless of which hero you're starting with? So you want to be clear with that. But then again, most people don't switch heroes, so it becomes like superfluous information for them.
I'm thinking, think about like, Cloudy Climb, seasonal adventures. Obviously, Cloudy Climb is the first seasonal adventure. We haven't talked about anything else yet. More to come. Not today, but more to come. With that, when the team really sat down, it's like, hey, Echoing Void is out. We've launched Ultimate Edition, has all 6 DLCs in there, quite a bit of, new mission content. What were some of those, early talks like, thinking about, we want to do this kind of seasonal model for the game and, kind of change it up a bit, keep things fresh, over these different seasons. What were some of those initial conversations kind of like for the team?
Yeah, so we tried to figure out a way to keep on updating the game without necessarily having to release DLCs, because obviously DLCs are paid content. They're, a lot more difficult to make from our perspective. So we wanted something that was a bit more lightweight, that we could release often, that, players didn't need to keep on paying anymore if they didn't want to, but to still receive content that they could enjoy and that they could keep forever. So I don't know, seasons made a lot of sense for us. It's a model that other games use, and we really wanted to make sure that nobody felt like they were missing out on all this cool stuff we were putting together. So that's why we decided to make them infinite, meaning you could play any season till, like, at any point in 3 years, you'll still be able to play Cloudy Climb.
This is going to be a hard, difficult question for both of you. And Liza, if you're still here, what are your favorite pets? One pet. You only get to choose one.
Like you can't do that to me.
I am here to ask the difficult questions, but no one else will.
I can tell that because like I have a soft spot for the baby cast. I always will. Like it's just there's something about it. I want it in a plush. I want it in vanilla. I want it in my life. Never leave me, baby cast. But from the season one, I think my favorite it has to be the toucan. There's a limited amount of birds in vanilla. I think there's actually only the parrot, right? So I really appreciate that we're adding more animals in that direction and more pops that way. So the toucan feels like such a special, you know, it, I like that we're adding new birds to the game.
Choice.
Yeah, I'm also on birds. I can't
Yeah.
pick between the duck and the golden parrot. It's like
Ooh, the duck is so good also.
I always use the regular parrot from the first DLC. Always liked that one, but golden one was really nice. But the duck is just so cute. It's just I don't know. It's just funny to look at.
I'm gonna have to go, I think, with the fox. I know we had the Arctic fox in one of the DLCs, but we didn't have like just that kind of red fox variant. So when I saw that come in, I was like, yes. But I keep seeing like a lot of players really like kind of like afraid that season one will end, and then season two will begin, and then all that season one stuff won't be unlockable anymore. So we want to like really drive the point home again, that when season two does make its eventual release, you will still be able to go back and unlock that stuff from the season one.
Yeah, absolutely. We've already been working on, how do you choose which season you're currently playing and things like that. So it is very smooth to, when we have season two, to be able to change from season one to season two whenever you want, and they're both going to be available. And what will happen is when you gain points, you'll gain points for one or the other. So you can choose.
Everyone's feedback has been super important.
It is so helpful. Like it helps so much knowing what do you think and what do you feel the updates are like, and what do you think should be better or different, or how we could work on things. It helps us a lot. Try to keep the communication as much as possible, because we do try to listen as much as possible also.
Kind of changing topics real quick. Thinking back, getting into games. Obviously, it's not an easy industry to get into. Sometimes I wonder if my family even really realizes the kind of work that gets done, or is it just you just play video games all day? Making games isn't hard. But really, what were your journeys like?
Yeah, I ended up in the games industry very randomly in a way. Now I couldn't see myself doing anything else. I actually started working on film and television. I was an editor for series and TV stuff.
I got my first computer, so I'm old. I think I was born in the 80s.
You're not that old.
No, but I think compared to this group, so to give you some reference, there was no internet when I was born. I think the moment I realized you can actually work in games was kind of early. I was reading Super Play, a Swedish magazine. There was this Super Nintendo game. I think it was like 11 years old, 12 years old, something. And it was this article about this game, Fireman, I think it was called, on the Super Nintendo, which I liked a lot. And apparently it was made by a bunch of students at a university with a course focused on, game development. And somehow that just like, wait, what? There's universities where you learn how to make games that people working makes, like obviously people work. Oh, I think I want to do that. So my ideas of like, I'm going to be a doctor or astronaut or whatever, that just, I'm going to work with games. Yeah, I worked on the original Mirror's Edge. That was the first like big game I worked on, I think.
I think if there's one last question we kind of have for you is, as we look forward to additional seasonal adventures, we obviously haven't quite talked about those yet. But if there was one word each of you could use to kind of tease something, about the theme or a feature or something from the next season, what would that
Ooh.
one word be?
Ooh, that's difficult. I don't want to give away too much.
I know it's hard. I was thinking about it too.
I don't know if it's a word, but here it goes. Laura gets it.
That counts. That counts.
Yeah. No, I think the word is probably cool. Like it sounds so weird, but I think it is a very
Yeah.
cool theme, and I'm very excited because so many like things will change in a way. Yeah, I'm very excited. I think it's gonna be a very good season.
Yeah, thank you both so much for joining. I know Liza had to drop out a little bit earlier, but thanks to her as well for helping organize this and helping host. These are fun. This is kind of a new format that we are trying on this Discord channel. So we'll actually have some more coming up. The next one is going to be February 10th. Timing to be determined. I believe that's a Thursday. So we'll have some more info coming up on the server about how you can join up with that. We'll have some of our content creators on. Thanks again, everybody. Thanks for joining, and I think I have to hit the exit button. But otherwise, yeah, really appreciate it, and we'll see y'all soon.
Yeah.
Bye.